298 for 9 for Australia. So they've got the runs on the board, Ajit Agarkar, like they did in that last game. Would India take that, given how Maxwell and Marsh were going at one stage, or Australia in the ascendancy?
Yeah, maybe 10 or 15 short. Australia, India, I think would take it. I mean, they prefer 250 to chase, but 298 is it's a better wicket than there was at Sydney. So, and the square boundaries are small. India will fancy their chances. It still runs on the board. If the top 3 fire, I think it should be a comfortable chase.
That's usually how the story works for India. 5 bowlers only. You know the handicap at times of having just 5 bowlers. How much did India miss a 6 bowler, Kedar Jadhav or somebody else?
Yeah, they're a bit hamstrung at the moment with Hardik Pandya going, but they're not helping their case either by playing Dinesh Karthik and not Kedar Jadhav, who can on days give them some overs. Okay, there's still he's still got to do it away from India. Whether that's as effective away from India, who knows, but at least there is an option. Unfortunately, no one in the top 6 otherwise bowls. Rohit doesn't bowl anymore. So one day cricket can be a little bit tricky when just going with 5 bowlers. Plus you're missing Bumrah and Chahal, who's been your 2 of your better bowlers in one day.
I mean, you look at that scorecard and you think Kuldeep Yadav, who's India's most attacking bowler, most effective bowler, has gone wicketless. Mohammad Shami has gone at nearly 6, but at least got a few wickets. So it could have been hard anyway for Kedar Jadhav, but the value of a 6 bowler, especially on a flat wicket, is something that the other bowlers
would rather have that option than not.
Sure.
It's become tough as it is with all the rules. With 5 fielders in the ring, that's a belter. I think that's, like I said, that's a better pitch than there was in Sydney.
Would you rather bat or bowl on that pitch?
Outfield.
Would you rather bat on that or bowl?
No, I mean, obviously it's a good pitch to bat on. I mean, Australia, I think that at one stage they looked like getting about 315 when Maxwell and Marsh were going. From there, India would be happy. I think India would have liked to chase a little bit less, but from where they were at one point towards that 43rd over mark,
they'll take it.
They'll take it.
Yeah, all right. Sean Marsh, mentioned him. For all the questions around Sean Marsh and now losing his place in the Test team, he's actually scored 4 of Australia's last 5 ODI hundreds and certainly looks the part when he's going well. Finally 100 for Australia against India this summer, but looks every bit the player when he's going well.
Yeah, but he's always looked that way. I mean, he's one of those guys, when he scores runs, he looks like the best player in the world. But that was a really good innings, positive since the start, and in spite of losing wickets around him, little bit of a partnership with Stoinis and then obviously Maxwell played really well. But they needed a big 100 from someone to get close to that 300. Marsh has looked good at times. It just keeps getting out for some reason. Even in Test cricket, he's got a couple of 40s. Couldn't convert them. That sort of 100 tells you his value.
Very clever little innings from Glenn Maxwell too. Came at a tricky time, 5 for 189 in 37 overs. They lose one more there and the tail has more than 10 overs to bat. But very clever innings, 48 of 37, smart in the circumstances.
Yeah, and just look calm. Sometimes when Maxwell comes into bat, he feels in too much of hurry. He's got so much talent or striking talent that normal shots fetch him runs. So if he keeps batting that way, his numbers for Australia in recent times are okay in one-day cricket, but it's just the calmness he showed. Nobody doubts his ability to hit the big shot, but when you hit it is sometimes important, and today was a really good example. I think even those 5 balls that he played in that first one day looked good, but today they're really important. Could turn out to be the difference in the game.
Before I move to the second innings, that run out from Jadeja, ever done one of those?
I don't think there are too many fielders who are close to Ravindra Jadeja. I mean, out of nowhere, really. I mean, that's the value. His bowling can at times, on flatter wickets, be a little bit difficult for the captain to get 10 overs out of him. Did okay today, but that sort of value in the field is not too many guys give Virat Kohli that exceptional piece of field.
Okay, looking ahead, second innings, Richardson and Behrendorff did trouble India's openers. Will they get as much today? Do you expect that this Adelaide pitch to help the seamers as much as
not
the last
pitch,
one?
But you never know. Sometimes twilight, just when the lights are coming on. I know the days are quite long in Australia, but sometimes there's a little bit of something with the new ball. I don't know how much there'll be, but that just could be enough. If you can prize out again 2 of the top 3, you'll fancy Australia's chances early if they get them. But they'll hope that the ball swings a little bit. those top two guys looked the difference. I mean, the rest of the bowlers didn't seem to trouble India as much, but it was the wickets at the top.
India or Australia? Are they going to chase these runs, India, and
yeah,
make
I think
it 1-1?
India will get these runs. I think India 290 is a tough chase, but I think looks a belter.
If they are 6 for 2, will they get?
The only thing is, like I said, yeah, I mean, if they are 3 down for 4 runs, then they won't get it. But
okay,
but yeah, I mean, 2 of those top 3 play, they'll get it comfortably.
Thanks, Ajit. Should be a good chase if India are to get 299 and level this series.